Ms. Nivriti Rai, Professor P.J. Narayanan, colleagues from Intel, from IIIT Hyderabad, from the Public Health Foundation of India. Let me first of all convey my regrets that Honorable Minister Mr. K.T. Ramarao is not able to attend in person. In fact, 10 days ago when I had told him about this event, he was very happy. He was very excited. In fact, he recalled that the first discussions around this center had happened in his presence, and he was very appreciative of the fact that the turnaround time has been so quick. Normally, there is a big gap between intention and action, but he was very excited and he was looking forward to participate in this launch event. But there are some unavoidable reasons due to which he is not personally present, but he has asked me to convey his best wishes. The inauguration of INAI is also happening at a very opportune time, as Professor P. Jain mentioned. 2020 is being commemorated in Telangana as the year of AI. And while there are lots of gloomy things happening all around us, but the fact that we have been able to maintain the momentum, whatever we had set out to achieve during this year using AI tools, we are by and large on course. And this is a jewel in our crown to have the AI Applied Research Center here in Hyderabad with such eminent partners is something which is a matter of great honor. And it also is going to position Hyderabad. So far, we have been speaking about making Hyderabad a global AI hub, but the presence of a center of this kind will truly play that role in taking Hyderabad many, many leaps ahead. As I mentioned, this is the year of AI in Telangana. The year actually started from 1st January. But little before that, we also came up with a very encompassing and a very progressive AI framework. This is actually the hallmark of Telangana. Whenever we decide to dabble in any particular technology, the first thing which we do is to consult all the stakeholders, the industry, the academia, the startups, niche IT companies, and get their feedback to decide what exactly is it that is missing in the current ecosystem, and how can the state's policy actually align itself in providing answers to some of those gaps. So the AI framework which we have developed, which was officially announced on 1st January, as I said, has laid out a 6-pronged strategy. And of course, in Nivriti's presentation, most of these points were also touched upon, so which also shows that how well aligned we are with the actual needs and requirements of the hour. First pillar in the AI framework is on data sets and high performance computing. And as was mentioned by both Professor P. Jain and Nivriti, the importance and value of data sets, and that also clean data sets, annotated data sets is very, very important. Telangana, fortunately, already has an open data policy, and we hope to build upon that policy and bring out more and more data sets of use to the public in the public domain. Similarly, we are also collaborating with other partners to institute high performance computing in our institutions. Skilling is the second very important pillar, and completely agree with everyone that without having the right kind of talent to drive the AI goals and the AI agenda forward, the $500 billion contribution which AI can make, etc., will eventually just remain a pipe dream. So government itself is fully committed, and I will share in a while. We have a very robust plan of creating at least 30,000 AI jobs in 19 job roles that we have identified over the next 2 years itself. The third very important thing, again, is something which was alluded to in Nivriti's presentation when she spoke about biases, etc. In fact, I'm very happy that this conversation is also becoming prominent in AI-led conversations, which is related to AI governance, issues about ethics, privacy, bias, and so on and so forth. So government itself is very keen, and we have already started an initiative with the collaboration of the World Economic Forum. This is called, we have set up a center which is called the Center for Responsible Deployment of Emerging Technologies. And we are working on a few pilots where we will actually showcase how, what can be adverse consequences of misgovernance vis-a-vis good governance. So we will contrast a scenario in which right decisions are not taken, right safeguards are not placed, and how the consequences become completely unintended. And obviously, we will compare it with some strong governance protocols, ethics protocols, etc., etc. The fourth very important pillar for us is on research and innovation. And again, we want to capitalize on the huge talent pool of young innovators, young entrepreneurs that is present in Hyderabad. Also the presence of multiple research institutions and our incubators like T-Hub, V-Hub, and research institution like RICH will be playing a very important role in pushing the research and innovation agenda in AI forward. Fifth, and this is something where Telangana leads from the front, is adoption within the government itself. See, it is very easy for us, for any government for that matter, to bring out a policy. It looks good on paper, but nothing happens on ground. Things in Telangana are very different because we assure that if a homegrown solution is worked out, if any entity working out of Telangana brings out a solution or a product which is of relevance to the government, we guarantee that we will be the first user of it. We bilaterally procure it from you. And we are committing this, and already in the year of AI, already 9 months have gone by. So we have some history also to talk about. In these 9 months, 3 very unique AI solutions have been pioneered in various government departments, including a very important solution related to COVID management itself. And finally, we also we have not been able to complete that, this little bit of setback due to the pandemic, but we also plan to set up an AI Innovestment Fund. As all of us know, the pandemic has impacted the budgets of not just the corporate sector, but also of the government. And therefore, we have not been able to secure funding commitment, but we'll do it as soon as our funding situation in the government becomes normal. So these are the 6 pillars on which our AI strategy has been brought together. But most importantly, while these kind of policies, these kind of intentions look good on paper, an area where typically people find an element of dissatisfaction and disappointment about India in particular is that very little is done thereafter to translate that policy into action. So in Telangana, what we have done is that we have created a dedicated institution which will only be focused on running these 6 pillars and thereby implementing more and more, or rolling out more and more AI programs. And this is called TAIM. The name of this institution is TAIM, Telangana Artificial Intelligence Mission. And this is a dedicated body for AI specific initiatives. We have set it up in partnership with NASSCOM. And as I said, this institution will drive each of the pillars of the AI framework. But as I said, and as other speakers have pointed out, the nice thing about today's launch of the Applied AI Research Center in AI is about the 2 important focus areas that have been chosen for the present: mobility and healthcare. Mobility, of course, as Nivritti ji and Professor PJN mentioned, the India Driving Dataset itself is a fantastic initiative which has been going on for the past 3 years, the only one of its kind in the world. And this is something which we need to capitalize more by coming out with product solutions using the data set. But the second theme which has been picked up by the center, which is on healthcare, is again something which is very, very timely. All of us know that in his Independence Day address, Honorable Prime Minister spoke about digital healthcare. He spoke about the creation of a national digital health mission. And we know that since then, since 15th August, lots of discussions, lots of planning has already started. The idea is to ensure that every citizen in the country has a health card, has a unique health ID. All health services, including buying medicines from pharmacies, are transacted using that card. Over a period of time, records are built, and seamless services are provided to healthcare, to people who seek healthcare, and of course, various other service providers like insurance and so on and so forth. I see huge amount of possibilities for our center, the Applied AI Research Center, to deliver to many of the goals of this national program, this very ambitious national program, which the Prime Minister has announced. Many simple things like how do you bring or how do you introduce a level of analytics or analytical tools in every aspect, be it insurance, be it medicine purchasing behavior or pharmaceutical behavior, and of course, multiple analysis, as Nivritti ji said, about cancer, about eye care, and so many other ailments that our population suffers from. We can be able to develop precise maps. Also, there is a sense of mystery about various diseases, how they impact Indians differently vis-a-vis other ethnographies across the world. Most of it can be solved, hopefully, and these solutions will enrich us. As we saw Professor PJN speak about the brain research which he has done, it can be done as long as we have access to large data sets on so many other parameters as well. So, as I said, it is a very timely matter of great opportune timing that we have been able to start this center today. I do hope that the center will be able to dovetail its priorities with that of the national government as well. And I look forward to collaborating more and more with the center as days go by. And once again, on behalf of our Minister, Mr. K.T. Ramarao, and on my own behalf, heartiest congratulations, good wishes, and greetings on this milestone occasion. Thank you very much.